and then the next 8 floors are all residential.
What's the recourse on that? Do you know?
You have to go to the city and start knocking on doors and take the first step you can. You have to also have evidence and information on you to support your case. But it's a lengthy process as well. Nothing really happens overnight or quickly. But these are the type of things that sometimes sink projects where you just don't know. You don't know better. So having a mentor, which is one of the supports we do at the companies, we provide so all our clients get to attend a program called TPPE, which is a short course in collaboration with UCT. Just because whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or you're a first-time starter, the purpose of this course is that obviously you're all going to mix up and you'll be able to share experiences and essentially work on the syndicate where you do your final presentation at the end of the course. But the point of that is that we know that a lot of clients are going to be first-timers getting into property, have never studied property, just understand it by conversations. So you've got our TPPE program, and then we have a mentor who's, seasoned guy who's been in the game 30, 40 years. And the power that comes from having a mentor like him, and there's just a benefit for having someone you can refer to chat about something. It doesn't have to be mutually beneficial in the way you might envision, but having a contact who works at Eskom, just to understand, I need a transformer upgrade. You say, this one here for the community, but can you advise? And then you either if you didn't have that network, you got to call the info and wait and try to speak to the right person and log a ticket and whatever that process is going to be. Or you can get information almost instantly on how this is going to pan out that can help you make your next move. So networks, I think for any entrepreneur, is something you have to build, something you have to proactively build and nurture. And things happen, things go wrong, you part ways, so be it. But it's now not to underestimate the power of people helping you. It's a continuous learning process. You don't know everything that's out there, and you don't know everything that's been there before. So I think just having a strong network, i.e. the mentor I was talking about, that we place you with. But mentorship also doesn't have to be in that formal process. Mentorship can just be by watching things. Mentorship can be by watching your content. It's this weekly program that the guys tune into. It's food for thought. It's information that's helping them make a different decision.
And then the last one, is it the peer-to-peer one?
So your mentors, whatever you feel is conducive to what you want to do. So you can find that your friends, your colleagues or your mentors in this moment in time. Or you can go for the seasoned expert who has been there and done it all. Reading books can be a form of mentorship, where you're seeing the autobiographies of people you look up to. Yeah. Mentorship comes in various forms and methods, but humans are social beings. We need people. We need to interact, or at least that's what I would suggest, is to any entrepreneurs, don't try to do this alone. It's not to say you can't do it alone. You want to avoid the mistakes that are avoidable. You want to plan, maybe it's unavoidable, but you want to plan and almost mitigate the impact of whatever that perceived risk or whatever is going to be.
So when you look at what Tough and Mastandi has done over the years. Do you have any notable stories that actually became a success story from start to finish? For a project, of course. Your most notable project.
Well, so for the Tough side, I'm not sure. Tough's been around for many years. There is a story I know of, which has got to do with our Nqobizitha equity finance.
Yeah.
So essentially, how the story goes is there's a cleaner who's been cleaning a building here across UJ Dorfenting campus.
Yeah.
You know the story.
But tell the story. I love her story. Man.
So,
she's like 400 plus units now.
Yes. So she was the cleaner in the building for many years. I've never met her per se, but it's a story I learned while being here. So I thought it was a great first client who receives Nqobizitha. But yeah, she was the cleaner of the building. I think spotted the opportunity, maybe Dorfenting campus. There's communication coming to her way that, hey, the students need accommodation. The current facilities aren't good enough where the people are living, whatever her response was. She didn't have much in equity because we don't provide 100% finance as a lender. She managed to get Tough, possibly by seeing our signs on other buildings, that this building was financed by Tough. She managed to contact the guys. I think the building was being presented at an opportunity at a price that she couldn't pass up on. And essentially was able to sign an offer to purchase, secure lending from us because of, I guess, its proximity and the building just being right here in the heart of Joburg. And then the mezzanine finance for the equity shortfall, which is a massive barrier of entry. Namanje for even for Umastandi deals where we're building a project for about 800,000 rands. If you don't have in cash 100,000 rands saved up, is it no deal or do we still, you maybe got 20,000, you've got something to put in. Can we look at providing you with mezzanine finance? So she, as I know it, is the first recipient of Nqobizitha equity finance, which is essentially just to help previously disadvantaged property entrepreneurs gain access to mezzanine finance, which typically is priced very expensive because it's a small amount for your equity contribution. But I would say definitely that as a overall story